Hey guys, good morning. Scott Black here. I'm in Bethesda Monday morning. Just left a meeting. This video is for quite a few people that I've already spoken to quite a few times. So Shannon, Ty, David, Sylvia, Patrice, Erica. I'm probably leaving somebody out. Ed, Cornell. We're doing some trainings later today. First things first. Shannon and Ty came on board with us on Monday. And Shannon asked me yesterday, Scott, I'm anxious to get started. What should I do? How do I start the training? Watch the company orientation video. When you created that login, that guest login, the first thing that we ask you to do is watch that video. It's 53 minutes, but it answers all your questions. Way better than I can, way better than Jim can. And once you do that, it opens up your access to the portal, and you'll see all the trainings. There's getting started training in there to get started. But you asked me specifically how I got started, so I will tell you that. So Ty was in the car with me, and we talked about, we're going to Tennessee, Cookeville, the financial boot camp, okay? I have room still. I have room for people if they can get there. I'm paying for the rooms. If you're on my team and you want to join, it's still not too late. Let me know. And I asked Ty, would you be coming and joining my team had you not watched that video? And he said, Scott, probably not, no, probably not. So that's all I can say. Watch the company orientation video. And if you'd like to come to the boot camp and learn from Mark Riches, who's a legend in the business for 30 years, and Jim Tanner, who's also equally legend for 20 years, we're going and we're going to learn from the best. So I hope you can join me. Second of all, we don't ask you to quit your day job, okay? I still do Lifeline phones, okay? And people told me, Scott, you'll never do legal services in the hood or at the rehabs. You know, nobody's got any money or they don't want it. They're wrong, okay? Because we do. And people come to me all the time and say if we're hiring, so I'm able to tell them, yeah, the number one thing we're hiring across the country for are people that were Lifeline agents in the past. The business, Billy likes me to say this, the business is kaput, okay? It's dried up. There are agents out there who, I know they hustle because they've done Lifeline. It's a hard thing to do when you're out on the street and you're giving people away free phones. And today you got to charge them for it, so it's even harder. And they don't have a place to go anymore. So we've got opportunities to bring them on our team to do other things. And legal services is the most is the coolest thing we do. You can do it virtually remote. You don't have to go outside and knock on doors. You don't have to go outside and sit under a tent. So I'm excited about that. So I've made everybody a flyer. You know, I get a lot of texts that say hire me, and we're bringing people in and they're watching that video. So I don't want to get too distracted here and go through what I want to talk about today. I'm bringing in some other contracts under my day job for Community Solar. I'm looking for leaders in Milwaukee, Chicago, Fort Wayne, Richmond, and Baltimore, okay? I haven't identified those people yet. I've got some candidates, but I haven't identified the person that's gonna be. So hoping everybody watches the orientation video so they know everything that we're doing here so they can make an informed choice. And so Shannon, for you, you're so excited, you're 26, you told me, Scott, I could drive that big truck. I've been driving trucks, my whole life. And I'm like, okay. I've been driving for 50 years and I don't know how well I drive it, but I trust you and Ty, and I'm excited about taking as many people as I can to Cookeville because the rooms are paid for. But here's how I got started, okay? First of all, I watched the company orientation video. I started the training. I did the, how to get started. And what I did with my network that I've had all these years in business to business and worked for ADP and different companies like that, is I just sent a text to my network, just a few of them, and said, hey, is it a crazy idea for me to ask you to carve out 15 minutes of your time so I can share with you what I'm working on for my team? That's it. That's all I said. And almost everybody said, no, Scott, that's not a crazy idea at all. So now I've got an appointment. Now I can expose them to what I'm doing. I can expose them to Legal Shields, and I don't have to ask them to buy it, okay? And Shannon, so the next thing I do is, I started doing this over the phone. It doesn't work. Do it on Zoom, do it on FaceTime, go see them in person, go have a cup of coffee, do FaceTime, Facebook, whatever it is. I'm not a social media guy, but get in front of them so you can have this story to them. So you ask them, hey, have you ever heard of prepaid legal services? And usually they say, no, never heard of it, Scott. Well, that makes sense because it didn't exist 55 years ago. Harlan Stonecipher was in a car accident 55 years ago. It wasn't his fault. I got a piece of paper that's gonna go out the street. It wasn't his fault. And he got an attorney, he spent a lot of money, he won. And he realized after he won, he's like, you know what? Most people don't have access to justice in this country. There's not equal access to justice. And back then, there was only a couple ways to get an attorney or find one. It was a billboard, or you went through the yellow pages, and it didn't really tell you a lot. So it occurred to him, he said, you know what? What if people could buy legal services just like we buy car insurance, okay? You go and buy a new car, the state makes sure you put tags on it, and they make sure you have insurance, and the dealer makes sure you have all that stuff where he lets you drive off the lot. So you get your insurance, you get your tags, you drive that new car off the lot, somebody smashes into you, you've made one insurance payment, yet it's not your fault, so they give you a brand new car. And he thought, what if people could buy legal services the same way? We insure our houses, we insure our cars, we insure our health, we insure our cell phones, okay? I just bought an iPhone, and they want $19.95 a month to insure the iPhone in case I drop it. What he did was, the business does exist today. We have 4.5 million members across the United States, and we just opened up in Puerto Rico. I'm looking for somebody who's fluent in Spanish, by the way. And the law firms that we have are very big. They get paid over 1/3 of the premiums every month, whether you call them or not. They get back to you in 8 hours. You get an app access so that you can communicate with them quickly, tell them what your problem is. And every day, people are buying a house, renting a house, sending kids to college, taking care of elderly parents, getting a medical condition that may or may not be approved by the insurance company, and heaven forbid it's not. Who do they call to find out if that's right? Or their car's not getting fixed, and they don't know who to call because they don't have anybody, okay? So what I do is I tell people, hey, imagine I'm your attorney, and imagine you just want to pay me every month for these services that are included, whether you use them or not. And then day one, each of you can do this on day one. You open up your business link that the Success Team provides you. You can present and talk about legal services with people. You can also enroll them on the same thing. You just send it to them. It's real easy. You open it up, you look at details, and you can just read it. And you do the Harlan Stonecipher story, and you say to them, hey, so I'm your attorney, here's what you get every month. Unlimited consultations, unlimited phone calls. You can call 10 times a day, 100 times a week, okay? Now, you can't call on the same thing over and over again, that makes sense, but when you do call on a consultation, they're gonna get back to you. Do you have any other documents, supporting documents? Who else is involved? Was there any other paperwork? What's involved in this? So they'll collect some information, and you're gonna have a consultation with an attorney. And think about it, most of the times in America, people call an attorney after the damage is done. I was just in a car accident, call an attorney. I just got arrested, call an attorney. My house just burned down, call an attorney. The damage is done. The people that work under our plan can call attorneys in advance of the damage. Preventative. They prevent all those big things from happening. So, unlimited calls and letters on your behalf. Unlimited review of personal documents that you might sign. If you've signed documents with an employer, you probably didn't have an attorney look at them, but you sure bet the employer did. The employer had their attorney look at it and draw that up. You can send unlimited documents that you may sign, personal review, and they'll look at them. Think about it. A home improvement contract. When you're putting an addition on your house or getting your basement done, you can send that contract to them and have them look at it before you shell out the money for the deposit, okay? Healthcare power of attorney and a will. A standard will is included in our membership. And 30% of Americans don't have a will. 30% of Americans do have a will. I believe the other 70% don't, because it's expensive and they don't know how to do it. Healthcare power of attorney. Should you get incapacitated and you can't make decisions on your own, you could designate who that should be. That's included. Civil trial defense. You get 30 hours of courtroom time included in case you're sued civilly, which is really important because there are people in this world that have two ways to make money. They think they're going to win the Powerball, so they try to win that, or they figure out, hey, who can I sue and win some money? Defense is included that in case you're sued civilly. And then there's family law, uncontested name change, separation agreements, divorce. There's a lot of people who want to maybe mutually get a divorce, they just haven't been able to do it because they don't know how to. It's included for our members. So nobody should buy for just one thing that we do, okay? If you just need a will or you just need, a separation agreement, I would recommend, hey, maybe this isn't for you. But when you see all these other services and when you tell the people, hey, how much do you think this should cost a month? You're gonna hear numbers like $1,000 a month, $200 a month. You're gonna hear all kinds of numbers. And everyone on this video today knows that a single membership is $29.95. And when you tell them that, they go, oh my God, I wish I had this win. Oh my God, my sister could use this. My brother-in-law could use this. So it's a lot of fun. We're in a service business. We're not selling services, we're helping people. So I don't get up every day and go, oh my God, I got to sell 10 memberships. I get up every day and go, I hope I can help 10 people today. If you can expose people to what we do, they'll buy when they're ready, or they'll tell you somebody that needs this, or they'll want to come work for us because they go, wow, that's a cool product. And then you show them what the payouts are and what the overrides are. It's immense. So I hope somebody today wants to come to Cookeville with me. Your room's paid for. Thanks for letting me share, I guess. And have a great Monday. Bye-bye.